Felt Zine Digital, man, yo, man, the net counterculture. I love that that's your tagline.
Thank
That's
you, man.
me. Yo, real quick, I'm a nigga that lived on forums. There's niggas that know nice on Smash. That's how I know my niggas like rest in peace, my nigga ASAP Yams. I know Yams. That was my man.
Yo,
I
that's
know,
sick.
I'm like in the internet, yo. I used to text battle niggas across the internet, man. Like I'm like right doing this shit. So that's why like when I see niggas like y'all doing that, I completely get it and love it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. So, yo, man, I was just so you know, everything's being recorded. Just like so you know how this will work. We'll record this conversation now, and then we'll go ahead and we're gonna be able to drop that on tomorrow. So it'll be live everywhere tomorrow. Probably even we might even be able to get it out like tonight, but the link will be out. Sharing this everywhere like tomorrow. So just know that as we talk about like what's dropping or anything like that, it'll basically be out Thanksgiving. We gonna feed niggas for Thanksgiving.
oh word. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Niggas need to be fed, man. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's a lot of starving niggas out here, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't got that good knowledge, man. We got y'all. You know what I'm saying? Well, my head, what's up, man? Mark, how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm doing really good, bro. Like, you know, the thing is, man, I was just talking about it, man, like right before you hopped on, and I really feel like one of the things, man, and why I really wanted to have this conversation with you, man, is because I think that there's a lot. Well, first of all, just I mean, there's always a lot going on in rap music and rap culture, but I feel like in a lot of ways, man, like your vision for what you want to do has just felt so clear for I think like a few years now, and it's just like it just seems like where you are now and where you're going, you've been able to see it. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like with the type of music you make, and just honestly, man, like I'm a huge fan of hip hop. Like I've talked about this on this show before, but like you know, like my pops is a hip hop DJ. You know what I'm saying? And like my pops is from the Bronx. Like he gave Funkmaster Flex like his name. Like my uncle is the rapper
Oh shit.
Nine. Like yeah, like my uncle is the rapper Nine Lives. You know what I'm saying? So like I come from this shit like it's all I grew up around. And so like when I first even heard your shit, man, I was like, yo, it takes a lot for a nigga even to rap how you rap. Like just the way that you are confident enough with your lyrics to not fast flow the whole shit or not like try to OD on some gimmick shit. Like even that shit
Uh,
is super rare, man. So it to me it just took a lot of confidence and a lot of vision. So yeah, man, that's a lot of one big
Appreciate
reason
that,
why
bro.
we're here. Yeah, the music's crazy, but just what you do for people who really understand hip hop, it's
Hmm.
I think that's why so many people are catching on and fucking with you so hard because it's like if you understand this culture, you really understand. I think the craftsmanship it takes to do what you do.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely, bro. Like, I just of course we know, man. We young adults, man. So this shit came way before us, man. So we got so many greats to compare it to and take inspiration from, and learn the technical aspect of it, man, and just embrace the culture, man. I think I was just designed to just absorb everything, that was ill. You know what I mean? I just attached myself to everything that was ill. You know what I mean? It didn't have to be the illest of bars. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
if it was, if you had, you know what I mean? If you had a good dress game, I attracted to that. You know what I mean? Like yo, if you had the look, anything that was ill, man. I've always just attached to it, man. So yeah, I got to give it up to the forefathers for real, man, because I had to learn it from somewhere, man, and I just took from everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was great. You know what I mean,
Word. So
it's
like
wild.
with that man, like when did you when did you first start rapping? And then with that, when did you realize like when was you sitting back listening to your shit and you was like, oh, this is hot. So the first question is like when did you start? And then when did you start fucking with your own shit as someone who understands what's dope?
Uh, Man, I want to say I probably started rapping Probably like around like 9 or 10, something like that. You know what I mean? I have an older cousin named Rush, man, who was rapping. He like a few years older than me, man. So he was, he was into a lot of good rap. You know what I mean? So I used to just kind of follow behind him, man. But yeah, I would say like 9 or 10. But when I realized I was dope, it was like shortly after that. You know what I mean? Like maybe like 12, 13. I was like, yo, I'm kind of ill. Because I used to man, I just used to mimic. I was good at mimicking niggas raps. You know what I'm saying? And I just eventually started like switching, their bars for, what I'm saying, like my own words. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
if I was listening to like, cannabis, you know what I'm saying, back then, or like, young Cam or something like that, or like early M, I would just like mimic their flows, and like I just realized like, yo, these are it was a certain science to like how they were rapping, of course the multiple bars, you know what I'm saying, having multis in your raps, and
yeah,
punchlines, the wittiness, you know what I'm saying, slickness. So man, I kind of learned it early. You know what I mean? Like I got a hold of it like early, like 13. I knew like, yeah, I'm nice. And by the time I got to high school, it was on and popping. I was battling niggas. You know what I mean? Chewing niggas. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would say like, yeah. I first was aware though, consciously though, like 9 to 10. You know what I mean? But before then, I just enjoyed music. You know what I mean? I always loved rap. You feel me?
yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember being, probably like 5 or 6 and stumbling on a chronic vinyl. You know what I mean? My pop had the vinyl in the basement. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm,
somehow, I don't even know how. Maybe somebody might have put it on for me, or maybe I might have did it. I was young though. You know what I mean? And that shit just blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody left the speakers up. So the first thing I hear is just, ha ha ha, loud as shit, and it just blew my fucking mind. Whoa, what the fuck is this? Like, you
yeah.
know. So yeah, man. You know what I mean? That's really it though. You know what I mean? Not to be long winded, but yeah.
Oh no, yo, listen, man. This podcast, the whole thing about this podcast and what I'm doing with this, man, is like this is really about getting deep into these thoughts. So feel free to be like mad long winded or even go on tangents, all that
Okay,
shit, because
cool,
like
cool.
that's what this
Mm,
podcast is about. Like
mm.
it's about being like, damn, I forgot the question, but that was genius. Like
Yeah, I'm sparking a branch right now. I might go on
perfect.
tangents. I'm a tangent guy, so pardon me. But you said we good, so I bet
No,
that's
no.
perfect. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah, no. That's what we're here for.
Word.
So even with that, man, one of the things that you said that kind of made me like perk up a little bit is like you talked about like battling in high school and shit, man. Like, are you a
Yeah.
fan of like the battle rap culture and shit like that?
Oh, for sure, for sure. You know what I mean? Like I'm a battle rap aficionado, man. I've been loving battle rap, you know what I'm saying, since I probably would, like 11 or 12, man. Like, I was big into battle rap, and I battled a few times in my life, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger and shit. I mean, it was just, we from that era. So, like, if you
Yep.
thought you was nice, you was going to battle somebody. So, yeah, I used to battle niggas, and you know, I most of the time I came out on top. One time I lost real bad. It was terrible. You know what I mean? Like a nigga did me dirty. He wasn't better than me. I picked the wrong verse. I spit a crazy deep, conscious verse at the nigga, like, and I was at a
Mm,
high school. I was at a high school football game. You know what I'm saying? Like the
yeah.
cheerleaders wasn't trying to hear that shit. Like I'm on that joint talking about you niggas. You all I see is pussy like an ocean of catfish, and that shit went over everybody's head. You know what I mean? Crickets, crickets. You know what I mean?
No
So
word.
you know what I mean?
No
The nigga,
word. I
yeah,
mean,
he killed
do
me.
you
He
feel
killed me with
like
something simple. You know what I mean?
nah, man, that's actually hilarious though. Like
Yeah, yeah,
given that you said you was a battling, because it makes me think about even your collabs with somebody like Briz Rothstein. Do you think that like that kind of balance of like you understanding the battle world, you understanding, of course, like how to make really great music, and I'm also just gonna say this too, like I hate this idea that battle rappers can't make music, because that might have been true for like I don't know, like like the Murder Mook era or something like that. But like
right, right.
but that's not true necessarily, in my opinion. Like today at all, like Briz makes good music, Surf makes good music. Do you think that like even for somebody like you, like you battle mad niggas, but you also make fire music? Do you think that that's something? I don't know. How do you feel? Like, do you think that there's a shift in this generation now where niggas could actually battle and make good music too?
Yeah, I mean that notion came from it. The niggas that was making the music that was the most popular, it just so happened to be trash. You know what I'm saying? But that's not
Mm,
that's not the that's not it, man. You know, battle rappers can make music. It's just they were honing in on the trash. You know what I'm saying? Like Briz is fire, like you said. Surf is fire. You know what I mean? Tay Rock is fire. You
yep.
think about it. Cassidy is the prime example, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? How you saying battle rappers can't make music? And Cassidy exists. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like, man, it ain't a it is kind of a generational shift, you know what I'm saying? Because it's more to pull from now, you know what I'm saying? Like it's more to pull from, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just more it's a more wide variety of things that you could just take from and put into your artistry. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I could have easily been a battle rapper, you know what I mean? It's just that I love music more than that. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's the same with battle rappers that are successful. It's just like, yo, they can make good music too, but their forte, you know what I'm saying? Their living is from battling, so they're gonna do that on a major scale. But so it gets overshadowed. But nah, man, it's just some battle rappers maybe can't make music, but it's just like, yo, if you're a battle rapper, you're still an artist. You know what I'm saying? You still a nigga that can rap over beats and shit. It's just your music might be a little, you know, cabbage, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't agree with that notion. I know that's a thing, but that's just like you know, that's like some bullshit that they just, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, man,
Go
I
out
agree
there.
with you. I agree with you, man.
You know
Because
what I
like,
mean?
yeah,
I
no,
don't,
no, man.
you know.
Yo, bro, like Eminem is a battle rapper.
You feel what I'm saying?
Hove is
I
a
mean,
battler,
that's what
bro.
I'm saying, bro. So it's like, yo, who coined, you know what I mean? Who made that phrase up? You know what I mean? It's probably just somebody disgruntled and, you know what I mean? Like, that's not true. That's not true. Some battle rappers can't make music, but all battle rappers, no, I can't say that. You know what I mean? Averb makes good music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts, facts.
like my homie Briz is fire. He about to drop, you know what I mean, his shit soon. You know what I mean? Like, he about to drop his project and shit. You know what I mean? So, I don't agree with that notion, man. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, I'm with you, man. Nah, to keep to keep it 100, man. Like, honestly, like after you say that, like I be feeling like now, man. Actually, a lot of the niggas who don't battle actually make some of the worst music, to be honest. So, nah, I feel you,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. It's a lot of trash niggas who don't battle rap. You know what I mean? Shit.
Nah,
At least them niggas they hot on their side. You know what I mean? They might not can
facts,
make music, but they lit as a battle rapper, Some niggas just ain't lit, period. So,
facts,
And
facts, facts.
that was probably the nigga that coined that phrase, battle rappers. It was a nigga that wasn't lit in nothing. That was the littest he ever got. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Coining that phrase, and nobody even knows who originated it. So, you know what I
Yo,
mean?
real shit.
There's that, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit. Nah, I love it, man. That's real shit. Well, man, one thing is, I think this is interesting because, and I mean, this is just, I think, the mainstream being late, but it seems like in the last maybe, I would say since like maybe October, there's this whole thing now where people are saying, gangster rap or real rap or lyricism is having like a renaissance. You know what I'm saying? And I just was wondering, like, when you hear that or when you see that, if you've seen that, kind of like do you see yourself as a part of that? And the reason I ask is because like I see you as a part of that. Like I think going back several albums, like I think, like I said, people who are in the know, like they know that you. I think maybe even specifically like you and Left Lane, like y'all have been, really, especially when it comes to like where y'all from, like in Delaware, like y'all have, put on. I would say for like that area, the same way that like whatever Griselda is doing for like Buffalo. And I just wonder, like, I would just like, your thoughts on that. And if you feel like you're a part of this, like, cohort and movement. And then and if you don't why not? I just would kind of like to know how you feel about like when people talk about this rap renaissance.
It's definitely like a renaissance type of thing. You know what I mean? Like and it really starts. For me, it starts with like discovering rappers like Action Bronson, Rock Marcy. You know what I mean?
Facts.
That's where it kind of like starts for me, because I was really like a general. I had my people that I fucked with, but they kind of introduced me into this underground rap renaissance in a way. Because through that, I discovered Griselda, I discovered Fahim, Mock, you know what I mean? Then a whole bunch of other niggas that was just making their way in this new underground. So as far as me and Lefty, um we come from the east side, you know what I mean, of Delaware, you know what I'm saying? Small town shit. But you know, it don't never really get no light like that. But when I kind of discovered this new, you know, renaissance, you know what I'm saying? I seen a way. You know what I mean? Like I seen a way to, you know, tap into a legion of people who love music just as it is. Just like whatever the artist is feeling, they're just, you know what I mean? They're just fucking with that. So if you want to do a concept here, a concept there, they just get into your mind. And if you have a brilliant mind, I feel like, you know, I'm talking about like the fans, the niggas that, really get into this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
really attach to it and get it. And if you're nice, I mean, it's even more, it's even more better. So me
Yeah.
and Lefty, we're not no strangers to being, to being no artists. You know what I'm saying? We've done it before we discovered this. You know what I'm saying? Like we're already kind of like, we veterans as far as the pen goes. It's me really like, this is really me really stepping in and really just fucking with my artistry, like maybe the end of 2016. And yeah, man, it's made a big imprint, man. You know what I mean? Me and Left got together. We from the same neighborhood. We formed a Mobilari. You know what I mean? Some new Mob Deep shit's the hottest, hardest shit. It's the hardest shit out. You know what I'm saying? And
Facts. Yeah.
and the fact that people are tapping into it, man, it just feels great, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we're largely overlooked. You know what I mean? It's no secret that nobody really came out of Delaware big time. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like that's changing with my squad of niggas. You know what I mean? Shout out to what I mean, YT, Chris Skills. You know what I mean? My nigga Stack Skrilla. Like we all kind of make up a collective that's like it's a force in this new renaissance. We stepped in and made a mark, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like and to go from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just running around in the street, just knowing I was nice. You know, and not really giving a fuck about the music, to really trying and for a sector of music to embrace niggas like they have. Yeah, man, it feels fire. You know what I mean? In the relation to the other guys, it's just confirmation, because I was a fan of you know the aforementioned people I said: Mock, Fahim, you know Griselda, Rock, Action Bronson, Alchemist. These are all things that like I naturally would be a fan of if I didn't rap. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Word.
you know
Word.
so to be immersed in it, you know what I mean, to kind of like, step foot in it and immerse yourself in it and stand out. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You know what I mean?
With your music, you do this thing where like, and this is what I think. I mean, well, all due respect, like everybody's music is mad different. I think that's why this era of especially underground rap that we have is super dope to me. Like because I think that like there's a lot of dope shit and it's all like mad different. Like what y'all do with a Mobilari is super ill, but like even between you and Left Lane, like y'all are mad different between each other. Like y'all are both on like fly shit, doing dope shit, but y'all style, like the way y'all sound, like it's like mad different. And when y'all come together, it's fire. And with that, one of the things I feel like with you specifically is you have a lot of themes around Black empowerment and a lot of conscious shit. And you even talked about this when you mentioned like the story about you battling, like you dropped like a verse and shit that was like on some like Black empowerment shit and on some like kind of like conscious shit. And even
Right.
even on Pompeii, like one of the things that you said, which I think is amazing, is like you was like, yo, like you literally say like cancel culture is corny, and I just gotta say like the alliteration there, but that alliteration is mad sick. Like because like it actually took me writing it out to get to actually see that because the bar is fire and you was going in before that, but when
Triple
I
C.
actually wrote out, yeah, triple C, I was like, oh shit, like so
Glad you
that was
caught that.
fire. But yeah, that was ill. So I want to know, man, like what inspired you to like bring that aspect? I mean, and I've even seen you online talk about Most Def's Black on Both Sides, and like for me, that album that inspired everything that I feel about politics. Like I feel like I got my politics from that album.
Facts.
So yeah, man, I would just love for you to talk about like that conscious political aspect to your music because you do it in a way that's not corny and it feels mad refreshing. So I would love for you to talk about that angle.
Man, that shit come from riding with my pops, man, in the black BMW, man. You know what I'm saying? Listening to Gangstar and listening to, you know what I'm saying? Listening to, Most Def, Black on Both Sides, fucking Black Star, Common, Jean Grey. You know what I'm saying? Just, man, yo, it's so much. Yo, bro, I just come from an era, bro, like that whole sound bombing volume one and all that. Like, I grew up, I had a pop who listened to all that shit. And I just, as a kid, I would just be hearing the jewels. You know what I'm saying? And, that shit is just ingrained in the nigga, soul. I listened to Black on Both Sides when I was 10, and it's my favorite album of all time. You know what I mean? Like the homie Yazin, man, he that's a special one, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really even know too much more of his music. It's just all I need is that. That's the only artist where like that's all I need from you, bro. You know what I mean? Like I could live with that album forever. So, bro, like I'm just, I come from a very like pro-black family, man. You know what I'm saying? My peoples, they had the locks and, we used to break Kwanzaa, you know what I'm saying? And we just always, my grandfather, my mother's father, is Greg Ridley, man. Like he's a famous painter, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my grandfather. And he comes from the Harlem Renaissance and he's very, like he's really like the copper master, you know what I'm saying? Like so I'm just got a lot of black historian shit that's attached to me that I'm not even going to give away all up front, but it'll definitely come out in the music and just, it'll just make more sense, when niggas really step out in this game, man, really let motherfuckers know like, yo, this is black royalty for real. So that, it's just, I don't even think about it like this is just a part of me to say shit like that. Like, always, I'm a pop culture references, just black power every day, man. That's what Jay Nice is. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy next door. You know what I'm saying? I'm just relatable in every level, I feel like. You know what I mean? So that's why cancel culture as corny it'll just come out. You know what I mean? Like even songs like Black Juice, I'm trying to be on some, I want to recreate that feel. I want niggas to feel like how they felt when they heard Umi Says. You know what I'm saying? Mathematics. I want to give niggas that same feel. Like, it ain't even about nothing else but connecting with essentially strangers, you know what I'm saying, on a music level. You know what I mean? It's like some real cerebral shit, man. You know what I mean? It's like some telekinesis shit, man. You know what I mean? I just want you to feel me, even if you never see me in your life. You know what I mean? Because in me, I have to get it out. I have to. You know what I mean?
Bro,
That's
definitely.
what Jay Nice is for real. You know what I mean? So that type of shit, man, like I've just always my grandfather, his paintings are priceless. And I grew up with, I'm looking at them right now. I got mad paintings around me and it just influences me as an artist. Like I feel like I'm him like in a music world. So it's like, you know, I just try to put it out there as much as I can, but not in a way that feels contrived. But it's not contrived because this is just my life. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You Google Greg Ridley, it'll pop right up. You know what I mean? That's my grandfather. It's my mother's father. So he was the coolest motherfucker that walked the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he really was. I mean, yeah. Like, I think even for people who, I have a pretty heavy like visual arts background, and I mean, you know, Greg Ridley is one of like the most important like artists of like the 20th century. Like, even black art or not, but it's just like what he did in the era that he did it. He just added a whole nother level to the game. So that's just insane.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's peace that you know that I go about it thinking it's just like a family thing that we know the richness of his legacy and a couple of other people, you know what I mean? But the fact that people come to me and say that they recognize his work, man, just you know, it's inspiring, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have to uphold that legacy, you know what I'm saying? Because I naturally already I'm just an artist, you know what I'm saying? I'm just I'm an MC. That's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So like one of the things, and I just want to throw this in there just because you have this song on your Supreme Black History album that's called History, and this song is one of my like I would say it's probably God, like I don't even want to put a time on it, but this is like one of my favorite tracks. Like if someone asked me, nah, for real, man, like if someone asked me, like, yo, play me what rap sounds like today, I would probably play them that song first, just because of I think what you do with it is it's like my ideal hip hop song, and I just would just want to know, like, just like, can you talk to me this a little bit about like kind of like the frame of mind you were in when you made that track, man? Because it just moved me so much, man.
Yeah, man. Peace to the historian, man. That's first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? That's a kid with a bright future, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man historian. He laid that canvas for me, and that kid's incredible, man. You know, he's 18 years old, and for his brain to produce that was it's crazy, man. You know what I mean? So he sent that to me, and I listened to it, and at first, it was cool, but I wasn't listening in headphones. A couple days later, I put on some Dre headphones, and just so happened to be going through beats, and that beat came up, and the way it came up, it was like I just was not expecting that shit. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like the beginning of the world. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
It sounded like the beginning of the world. So, I was like, "Yo, this shit is." So I sat with it, and I wanted to, because I knew I was going to have to wig, right? But it's like, what kind of wig? You know what I'm saying? Because I could wig, but what kind of a wig am I going to do? And I was I lost a very dear friend of mine like 5 years ago. You know what I mean? My man Kenny Hunt. You know what I mean? We call him Kenny Hustle, KH. You know what I'm saying? And when he passed, it was tragic, you know what I'm saying? Because I spent the last year of his life with him. He died at 25, and we lived together that final year of his life. And then I moved out, and he got killed. You know what I'm saying? A motorcycle accident. You know what I mean? So that shit it just haunted me. You know what I mean? It haunted me for years. It's still fucked up. But he was a very dear friend of mine. I've known him. His mom and my mom are best friends, and we were different, but we bonded off of like just family shit and rap. You know what I mean? We would always freestyle. Always freestyle. That was like 75% of what we used to do when we lived in that crib, dog. I mean, we would fuck a couple hoes, smoke some bud, argue, you know what I'm saying? And then we would rap. You know what I'm saying? We would rap. And that nigga was mad diesel too. was Wild Diesel, muscle head Kenny, man. That nigga was muscly as shit, cut up for real. And he used to work out. I used to freestyle, and he used to work out. You know what I'm saying? Like that was our thing, man. So I try my best to make his name live through mine. You know what I mean? Type shit, because he always was telling me to do this rap shit. He used to hear me freestyle. I used to be really good at freestyling, like probably one of the best. You know what I mean? Like really, like, you know what I mean? Like I used to be really nice at it for real. So he used to tell me like, yo, nice, you need to really do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he was one of the people that was really rooting for me when I just wasn't, I wasn't really rapping, dog. I just always been nice, but I never was a nigga that, took it anywhere far. You know what I mean? So I didn't see I couldn't see like the benefit. Like I didn't want to do no corny ass industry type of shit. Like I didn't want to do none of that. I wanted to be myself. And I just felt like at that time, niggas wasn't jacking that shit, man. Drake just dropped What a Time to Be Alive. I'm talking, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, I ain't about to be trying to rap. Like, yo, shit is in a different space. Like, they're not jacking this shit. I didn't have no idea there was an underground slowly being born. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. When he passed, yo, it was really fucked up to us, family. You know what I mean? It was tragic, and I always said I was going to uphold him and try to be the best me in this music shit. Try to honor his. You know what I mean? To honor him. So it's almost like his legacy. I'm trying to live a part of his legacy out because he really wanted to see me win. So when the beat came on, I started just thinking about, I was reflecting, and it just tapped into Kenny, and I just started to just rap and come up with shit. And all of us, when he passed, man, whenever something good would happen, we used to say it was that Kenergy. You know what I'm saying? That's that Kenergy, man, flowing through you. You know what I mean? It's like so that's kind of like on some God blessing you shit. You know what I mean? But it's the spirit of Kenny. So that's where it really came up. I was like, yo, I always said I was gonna write a song that had Kenergy in it, but that's where the shit started, sparked the spirits up, to heighten the energy. You know what I mean? Just going crazy, and it was kind of just it was the shit that was going on in my life, man. It was a lot of shit that happened besides KH dying and shit, man. I was going through with my ex. You know what I mean? I was, I got booked. You know what I mean, on some bullshit. You know what I mean? It was right before I moved to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of shit was going on with me. So, it was a reflective of that state of mind. I passed that hump. You know what I mean? When I had passed that hump, I went to Atlanta, and everything kind of, unfolded after that. You know what I mean? To where we are now. So, it was just a reflective piece. You know what I'm saying? And, the fact that the beat was so, it begged for you to tell a story. You know what I mean? And not just brag, be vulnerable. You know what I mean? I can barely listen to that shit now because I really, you know what I mean? Niggas shed real live tears rapping that shit, knowing that people was going to hear it and feel that shit. You know what I mean? So that's the story of Kenergy, man. You know what I mean? We abide by that every day, man. You know what I'm saying? That's to uphold my nigga KH, man. Kenergy. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Peace to my man, y'all. Peace to
man.
Kenny Hunt, man. One of the greatest niggas that ever walked the earth.
Facts. Wow, man. Peace to Kenny, man. And I even, because, man, also as a fan, like, one of the first album where I really, I had known about your music for a while, but the first album that I really was like, whoa, this guy is really one of them ones. This guy's really different. Is the Have a Nice Day album. And you shout out KH so much on that album, and so that's incredible, man. Just even as a fan, I think even as other fans listen to this, I think I think a lot of times for artists, like, there's things that are so important to you that you don't always have the time to explain why they're important to you. I think that what you just said will really help a lot of us also understand this shit even more, and just as another level of like you said, man, I think like that idea of communication and just like impact. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, yo, this really is my nigga next door. I was my
Right.
nigga.
Right.
He
Right.
gets me. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, like you're mad relatable in all these different ways. Like he likes to get fresh. I like to get fresh. He lost his
Facts.
nigga. Like we really get this shit. So thank you for sharing that, man. That means a lot, man. And even as you talked about the story, I really, got the sense that meant a lot to you. So I even appreciate you for like going that deep about that on this platform, man. I appreciate that, yo.
Oh, no doubt, man. Come on, Mark. I fuck with you, bro. I see. I'm a futurist in a way, man. I see what's going on, man. Like even us, our paths crossing. You know, um, it was meant to be, man. I see the future. I see big things for Felzine and everything you got going on, bro. And same here. So us being homies and linking up just to shoot the shit. You would be the person that I would feel most comfortable to give just that insight to. You know what I mean? Because it's my first time really speaking about it. You know what I mean? So you know, it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to, man. I gotta come fuck with my man, yo. You know what I'm saying? Give the real out. You know what I mean?
Facts, my nigga. Thank you, much appreciated. One of the things I want to even talk about because we're talking about all your music, all your shit. I think for everybody who's already a fan of your shit, we are continuously blessed by Jay Nice with some new shit. Like every time
Uh,
I turn around, I'm like, yo, another project. But it's always great, and you put these concepts together in a really sick way. I think in 2019, I was like looking at just even the music that I've copped and the shit that I've seen that's dropped, and I was like, yo, I think this nigga dropped like at least 4 projects in this year, and that's it. And I think the French inhale, the French smoke shit, that shit dropped like
yeah.
at the very end of 2018. So I'm gonna scoot that
hmm
into 2019, man. Like,
Okay.
yo,
Loud Pack from Paris goes in
yeah,
2019. All
yes,
right. I'm
yes,
jacking
yes,
that. I'm
yeah,
jacking that.
loud pack. Yeah, cause
Yeah.
yo, this how that's how the Grammys would do it. You know what I'm
Nah, that's a
saying?
fact. That's a
So
fact.
fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. If Grammys can do it, we can definitely do it.
Damn
Uh,
right.
you know what I mean? So like, yo, what inspires you, man, to just consistently keep dumping, man? Like, and then not only what inspires you to do that, but how do you also maintain the level of quality that you have, bro? Like, you a real lyricist who has real fire beats. How is this possible? How do you make this happen?
Man, yo, dog. I feel like I bullshitted in my 20s, man. I feel like I'm really catching up. You know what I'm saying? Because I live in the future, dog. I didn't drop no music really when I was like, in my 20s like that. You know what I mean? Like, so like around like 28, I was like, man, what are you gonna do, man? Stop bullshitting, and then running into niggas like Fahim, you know what I'm saying, who's the dump god, that's my man for real. You know what I mean? Like I ran into that nigga on some divine intervention shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like our paths were meant to cross. And I'm looking at what he doing and completely independent, you know what I'm saying? And, the nigga was just producing at a extremely high rate. So I was just like, man, shit, if I even do this 50%, I'm going to get somewhere, you know what I mean? Especially with me and him dumping together, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
Facts.
him working with my nigga Left Lane and, we just really just really just forming like, just like a powerhouse for real. You know what I mean? That's what makes me, I'm like, shit, I'm a dump on you niggas until y'all niggas get the point. You know what I mean? I might drop 3 more tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care. Cause to me, I'm not a nigga that care about like getting on and shit. Like I am on already. You know what I mean? Like niggas
Facts.
fuck with me. I don't care about like, you know, fame ain't what it used to be, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Everybody's lit, bro. Like,
Mm.
fame sucks now, man. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Fuck fame. You know what I mean? I want people to feel me, dog. You don't gotta
Mm.
know what I look like. Feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
do I feel like my niggas have the ability to be public musical figures because of our grind and our talent? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the case, but I don't care about that. I just want to dump music for cheddar. I like that. It's easy to me for real. You know what I mean? It's not that hard for real. All you gotta do is just be around a lab, be about your shit, and produce quality, man. Treat that shit like a job. Treat that shit like you would if you was in high school and you had a hard ass paper to turn in. You know what I mean? I'm the nigga, I work it like that. I'm a machine with this shit. You know what I mean? Scientist slash machine. You know, I'm so into it. I feel like I'm the nigga that, yo, I was born to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I bullshitted for so long and I wasn't getting nowhere. I was just running around like being hard headed, you know, and my life hasn't been as successful or felt as good until I stopped playing with the rap and did it. You know what I mean?
Yo,
So
yeah,
so so yeah. So that's why it's like, yeah, I was trying to drop 10 projects this year. I'm behind. I felt like, damn, I didn't do that. But it proves a point though at the same time. This is just my own, you gotta do it for self first. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You gotta do it for
yeah,
self first. So I'm glad that niggas is like, God damn. But you know, that's what keeps me in the game though. Like, damn, you know what I mean? Like I'm still here though. I ain't dropped 10, but you know, I dropped a good 5, you know what I'm saying? Couple joints. You know,
yeah,
niggas was fucking with them. I got more in store, of course. I'm just gonna keep dumping until niggas get the point. And then after that, I'm gonna prove it even more. All of my niggas, you know what I'm saying? You too. Gonna keep
yeah.
dumping it. Gonna keep dumping this Felzine digital, man. Yo, man, the net counterculture. I loved it. That's your tag time.
Thank you,
That's
man.
me. I'm real quick. I'm a nigga that lived on forums. There's niggas that know nice on Smash. That's how I know my niggas, like rest in peace, my nigga ASAP Yams. I know Yams. That was my man.
Yo,
I
that's
know,
sick.
I'm like in the internet, yo. I used to text battle niggas across the internet, man. Like I'm like, Rod, you doing this shit. So that's why, like, when I see niggas like y'all doing that, I completely get it and love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the,
My nigga,
it's
you
the new
talking about
wave, sir.
yo, bro, yo, that's the thing, son. Niggas don't understand. Them text battles was crazy, bro. Like a
Bro,
lot of niggas don't understand, bro.
them shits was heated, bro. Them shits was heated. You know what I mean? That shit was, mind you know what I mean? Like, yo, the hardest text battle I ever got into, I'm gonna use this platform to shout this nigga out. Just because he's listening. Nigga name was Super Kiddo. Nigga was nice. He was the king of Smack DVD forums, dog. He was the
Damn.
king. I battled the nigga. Yo, I lost, but he crowned me king when he left the forum, bro. That was like an internet moment. And only niggas on the internet know. Like when you get like that, just that love from the whole website. You know what I'm saying? When niggas actually know you. You know those forums. You know what I mean? You know there's actually niggas that mean something and they're popular. I was that nigga in On Smash too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my On Smash niggas. A lot of On Smash niggas are successful. I ain't going to put niggas out there, but a lot of my On Smash niggas is successful. But
Oh
rest
yeah,
in peace.
man.
Rest in peace, my man Yams, though, man. That was really my, like, that
Bro,
was my
that's
man.
huge,
On
man.
some internet shit, that was my man.
Nah, man. Like I was so like even to this day, man, like I'm still a moderator on Boxten. So like I like trust me, man. Like I know this, man. Like that's huge, bro. That's damn, man. Not that's yo. Once again, man, another nugget for this whole fucking conversation because that
I'm
on
giving out
smash,
nugs, man. I'm giving nugs
yeah,
out, man.
man. Yeah.
24/7, man.
Yo,
My
man, like
fault.
what? No, you good? No, thank you. Not please, man, please. The one of the things, man, that you touched upon that I just felt like it just mad important and that stood out, man, is that like like I think you mentioned like kind of like approaching this in a way that where you're just like constantly working, constantly making like dope shit. But as you make dope shit, man, and I think this is something that's huge and huge a part of Felzine is we're really centered around like collaboration and working with artists that we think are like next up, just like you said, like seeing the vision. Can you talk to me, man? Because like yo, like you have some amazing like crazy projects you've collabed on. The album you did with Stack Skrilla, and you know what I'm saying, like that was the Holy Mountain joint. Shit is crazy. Projects with
Appreciate
the
that,
guy.
bro.
Yeah, man, it's just insane. The God Fahim, the Strictly for My Dumber shit, all the projects you done with Left Lane. Now you circled around, did this shit with Farmer Beats. I think almost every one of your projects, it's not just you like like just being like, yo, let me just get this random shit and make this album. Like all of your projects have someone that you're also working with to make that happen. Can you speak on how you approach collaborations, man? Because I think a lot of artists, bro, and the reason why I'm asking you this, just even before you answer, is because I think that this is very helpful for visual artists, musicians, architects. Like you are actually, you have the skill to be able to get your art off, but also work with like mad dope ass people, man. Can you kind of maybe, give us an idea of like how do you approach collaborations, man?
Man, man, God bless me with a uncanny ability to be at the right place at the right time with like-minded artists like
Mm-hmm.
myself. You know what I mean? Um, really, like since I've tried to rap, you know what I mean? I've a from the start ran across my man Left Lane, who you know, he used to rap before that, you know what I mean, and go by a whole different name. You know what I'm saying? But when I met him, he was Left Lane Didon, and he had the same mind state as me. You know what I mean? To the point where he went, you know what a mobilari is, and I didn't even I didn't know, but it sounded hard. Like if you was about to say that's what we should be, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. And then from there, you know, like I said, man, running across, moving to Atlanta, and running into the guy Fahim at Lenox Mall. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just on some real rare shit. And I just I greeted the nigga like, yo, like we knew each other our whole lives for real. You know what I mean? And it was just love from there. You know what I'm saying? He invited me to a studio session and we just built from there, man. Real solid nigga, man. Left Lane. Got Fahim through Fahim. I met Stack Skrilla, another solid individual, viciously talented from the Bronx. Met him. We connected. He came down to Atlanta. We did the Holy Mountain. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we just like to just mix it up and just let's create something. You know what I mean? Let's work on it. Let's paint something together. You know what I mean? Through Fahim, I met Fredro, you know what I'm saying, from
Oh
Onyx.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
That's
and then that just, from there, I ended up getting put on an Alchemist beat. You know what I mean? It's just it, from meeting niggas and working with niggas, man. It just I was dope enough to hold it down when them opportunities arose to, you know, get with the next nigga. And I'm big on collaborations. I've been doing tapes with niggas even before I jumped in. I got a tape with my man Money Mag, Ready Rock 1 and 2, Ready Rock 2, hosted by DJ Brand, Meek Mill DJ. You know what I'm saying? That's back. That's like 8 years ago. Had to have my city on fire. A project with my brother Coogee Young called My Brother's Keeper. You know what I'm saying? Was a classic. So I've been doing it. I've never really been a nigga that was in the forefront. I always was a nigga that just, I consider myself a team player. You know what I'm saying? And I just take that with me, man. You know what I mean? And I love the fact that niggas do projects with one producer. I thought that was fly. You know what I mean? Let's see if one nigga can create can he give me enough joints that I can create a painting. That's why I do shit with Thug Prayer. You know what I'm saying? The Historian. You know what I'm saying? Jay Levison, Benji Socrates, Farmer Beats. It's here. Nick, they inquire. It's beautiful. It's a real mix of relationship between producer and rapper. They're hungry. They want you to drum on their shit. Think they shit is ill. And I like to try to, I like to test myself, man. So yeah, man, I like collabing with niggas. I might always do collaborations, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be a producer or another rapper or having features, you know what I'm saying? Like it's always good, man. The Chris, and then you putting a nigga on to, your fans and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's a beautiful thing. Like even right now, this is a collaboration. To me, this is a collaboration. Not even, you know what I mean? Like, yo,
facts,
yo,
facts.
there's Felt Z niggas is about to know Nice Supreme, FLAiR Jordan, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts. Nah, man,
You know?
that's the way I approach everything too. So
Fly shit.
Yeah, exactly. That is the flyest shit. It's like the more collaborative some shit is, the more both brands are coming together, the more both artists are coming together.
Yeah.
Like that shit feels special to niggas. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit is, two heads is better than one, man. You know what I'm saying? Do
Facts.
you do your solo shit too? Like I feel like, when you collaborate with niggas, you know what I mean, and then drop your solo shit, you dropping your solo shit to let niggas know, yeah, I'm out here, I can put this together myself, but when you collaborate with a motherfucker, shit, man. That shit just special, man.
No,
People
facts.
people like me with Stack Skrilla, Guy Fahim, Left Lane Didon. You know what I mean? I just did a tape with my cousin Rush. That shit fire. Gave him a quick little
Oh
seven.
yeah,
Gave him a quick little
yeah,
seven with the Freako Rico cover. Like I know what the fly shit is, yo. Now I mean, I've been peeping this shit for a long time on the net. I know that shit will give you that get. I'm from Delaware. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really travel like that. So the
yeah.
internet gave me insight to the world. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have the eyes to go see what's going on. That's my thing.
Facts.
That's why I fuck with somebody like Bronson. Like he gets it. You get
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what
Nah,
I'm
definitely.
saying?
Definitely, man, definitely. Yo, so like, you know what I mean? Like you did just drop Pompeii, and especially like with this interview, we're gonna be like out here promoting it, talking about it, all that. So I do at
It's
least want to
love.
give people like the people who are like just finding your music, all that. The thing is, a lot of folk people already know about your music because when we throw events and when we do shit, I'd be like, yo, drop like I be forcing it, not forcing because it's not that hard to do it, but I be putting the DJs onto your music, and then they always throw it in the set. So a lot of the people who go to our events, especially out in New York and LA and SF, they're mad excited about this interview because for them they like you're one of the like rap niggas who they really identify with because of the way not only because of this, but like a big part of it is because like they've already partied to your music, they've been in the vibes, it's been ill. So we just did an event, like I think it was like last Sunday or last Saturday. Yeah, Saturday we did an event that was like really dope out in New York, man. And one of the best parts about that, man, is like a lot of people was hyped off of the Pompeii, a lot of tracks on Pompeii, man. So can you talk about
Wow.
yeah, man. So I would love to know how you and Pharma connected to Pompeii, how you came up with the concept for Pompeii. And yeah, man, just speak on that, man. So some of our people could just have a little bit more info on that.
Man, yo, I've been working on Pompeii to be honest with you, like probably around the same time I was working on Loud Pack from Paris. But
Whoa. Damn, man, that's a
yeah.
minute.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like a
yeah.
year, bro. You've been working that's like
Yeah.
a year, dog.
Yeah, man. Cause man, it was a lot of shit going on between that time and now. And I had made the decision to make it heavily featured. I just so happened to be getting a lot of features. You know what I'm saying? My man Recognize Ali came through with a feature, happened to be on a farmer beat. My man Vinny Paz came through, Fahim, you know what I'm saying? I was just getting a lot of people, so I was like, you know what? I'm about to just, I'm gonna try to put as much features as I can. I'm gonna make this like an all-star tape for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that Farmer Beats was big, you know what I'm saying, in London. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew he had a good platform, and I liked his work. You know what I'm saying? I liked his work. I had heard it before. Like I'd been hearing about Farmer Beats, so I knew he wasn't no slouch, man. And he reached out. You know what I mean? He reached out, man. I want to say like around that time he was really like championing him on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like if you don't know Jay Nice, you slipping. You know what I mean? And I thought that was ill. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And then he reached out and said, "Yo, we should do something." And I was like, "Yo, man, send me a pack." He sent me a pack. The first beat I opened that was titled Jay Nice too, and in the file was made me think like, okay, he might have made this with me in mind. Was
That's
Earl
crazy.
Simmons? Earl
Mhm.
Simmons? That was
Whoa.
that beat. So I said, "Oh, okay."
Whoa.
I said, "Yeah, we could do this." And he had like 11 more, and pretty much that first pack is pretty much the tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, but waiting on the features and shit. That was what was really like taking time, and then
Oh, of course,
I
of course.
I would stop fucking with it, and just to drop some like some quick shit. You know what I mean? That's how Jig Is Up comes around. Another
Mm.
collab with my man Jig in the Basement. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Jig in the Basement from Cali. You know what I'm saying? Another concept, a short concept, a project, but yeah, man, it really just started to come together. Like after I did Supreme Black History, I just needed to get that out. That was just like, I don't know, that was God just like, yo, you gotta get this out. So after that, I was like, all right, now we ready to drop Pompeii. It's gonna be in the fall. It's cold, but we gonna heat them up. I came up with the concept real quick, did my research,
Mm.
made sure shit was lining up. You know what I mean? And
So wait. So this makes me. So like when I heard the album, right? Like
mhm,
because the skits work so well, I
mhm.
thought maybe Pharma like approached you with that project. And this is also just because this is not even no diss to you at all. Like definitely this you're kind of blowing my mind right now because a lot of times with concepts like that, because like yo, a lot of times with concepts like that, it comes from the producer, you know what I'm saying? And they like, yo, I got this concept, and then the rapper kind of is like, yeah, okay, boom, let's get it. But like,
see
so
that? See
you
see
kind
that?
of you kind of found that. That means you must have found a lot of these skits too.
I mean, bro. I, all right, this is the part where I got two more, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
No, no,
Yo,
bro.
I came up with the whole joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I all these shits, man, they come from me. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's crazy.
I'm just that's the artist I'm talking about. Like the rapping is the rapping. You know what I mean? Like I'm a producer, artist, like MC type nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah, I came up with the whole thing, man. Far sent me he sent me 2 packs of like 12 beats. I selected like a good 8, and then I just thought about what I could do with them. You know what I'm saying? And then I just came up with the whole thing. The whole thing is me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Farmer though. He laid that canvas all day.
of
Like he
course, of
laid that
course,
canvas. I couldn't have done it without him. But I come up with everything, bro. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
Like
That's amazing.
it.
Nah, that's not no slight. One of my favorite. Like it's no slight to him. I'm just honestly, man. Like I'm pretty. I'm like I'm just kind of like whoa. Like there's not a lot of like I said. Like I grew up in this rap shit. Like I don't like that's mad rare. Like now I
Mhm.
get what you're saying. Like the yo, that's crazy, man. Like it's weird that I'm like
Yo, I dead
first on
ass,
this shit,
bro.
but
Bro, I
yeah,
dead ass like I don't even look at this shit on some like a nigga trying to get on some rap shit type thing, man. I just look at it like, yo, this is really just me. I'm an artist. I'm saying like I guess they say producer, you know what I mean? But yeah, niggas produce, you know what I'm saying? Like this is but
yeah,
I don't want to attach that label to me too. Like yo, I'm a producer too, but I come up with all of this shit, man. This is from my my wild brain, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just inherited I inherited art, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I choose to display it, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that just dump off and do crazy shit too, but it's an art to it, man. Like even doing vinyls and all that shit, like people, it's a piece of art. It's a tangible item that you can just hold. You know what I mean? It's a big album. People like
yeah,
that shit. That's why that shit, flies so much. You know what I mean? Like I just,
facts,
that's my way of like painting something like how my grandfather used to. That's my painting.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So yeah, man. Pompeii just seemed it right, man. I just I said I'm gonna throw a exclamation point on it like Pompeii. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
I'm gonna make the two eyes small because the upside down exclamation point looks like a small eye. It just I know
Mm.
it's gonna capture an eye. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when a motherfucker really gets into the mind, like how motherfuckers get into Kanye's mind when he did everybody that makes art, like deep art, it
Hmm.
just attaches you to it. And I just want to be appreciate. You know what I mean? Like I'm just out to be, make sure that that shit is appreciated. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I felt like Pompeii was just perfect. You know what I mean? Yo, it's probably my most fiery project to date. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Pun
You know what I
intended.
mean? Pun,
Pun intended.
pun all the way intended. Like clearly, this is what I'm saying, people. You know what I mean? Like
Yo,
real shit.
you just made art out of the interview. You know what I mean? I know you do this all day. Yo, man, I can't even front like that. That was fly, bro. Like that shit just took the whole concept to another level. And yo, like I said, bro, man, all right, I'm gonna even because you've been saying so much real shit on this podcast, bro. I would even tell you this, like before I found your music, right? Like there was maybe a good year being inspired by the same shit you're talking about, being inspired by, Rock Marciano, West Side Gun, Hami, fucking Bronson. I think Bronson, even though Bronson's like probably the most successful underground nigga, he also doesn't get the respect that he deserves within the underground community. But that's another story. But
Right.
bro, like there was a moment where like I started like where I even was like writing music and like making shit, like writing bars and shit, like doing shit. And I was doing it, bro. And then I heard your music and I was like, oh, I'm good. Because
Yo, come
on
on,
some real
man.
shit. No, listen, bro,
Smoke
because
it
on
up,
some real shit. No, listen.
man.
This is no cap, bro. This is no cap. And I'm only saying this just because we've been talking about so much real shit. Because, bro, and I even told my niggas this. I was like, bro, this nigga is saying and making all this shit that I would want to make. There's no reason for me to do anything or say anything because he's doing it. And like I feel like that about a lot of art. Like I'm somebody like I could pretty much do like anything, but like a lot of times I'd be falling back because I'm like, okay, like even this podcast, I did this shit because I feel like not enough people are talking to niggas like you and getting this information. And I'm like, okay, this is something I could do. Like these niggas fuck with me, they trust me, they'll say that real shit to me. I'm gonna do this. So like I'm a type of nigga like I like to see where I could like add to the conversation, the artistic conversation, and then go from there. And I felt like you would say, like, I was like, oh, I don't gotta do that. Like, this is great. Like, I'm kind of relieved, my nigga. It's like, we're just gonna do something else. And so, like, I really, really respect what you're talking about as far as like using like the rapping is like a paintbrush for you. You're an
Right.
artist with a mind who's creating a concept. I love that shit, bro. That I just tell you, like that, it even further solidifies everything I thought about the shit that you was doing, just to keep it G with you. So man, one of the things, yo, that I just wanted to touch upon real quick, and like we don't, I mean, we can go deep into this if you have more info, but if not, it's all good. This is just something that I picked up on. I'm a huge, like, big fan of Greek mythology, man, and even Roman mythology, all the mythologies, even African mythology, just mythology in general, like that old ancient knowledge and the way they're trying to speak to us. And one of the things, man, that I've noticed in a lot of you, especially this last project with Pompeii, man, like you got the track Apollo, Vulcan, and Mars, right? Which is like with that and Earl Simmons, those are like the singles. And then you got also this track, Perfect Herculean. And I just wanted to know, man, um, like, like how does this idea, like, even like the idea of the way you put mythology in your music, what does that mean for you? And why do you even do that?
Just like you said earlier, man, I'm just really into like, I've always been into like Greek mythology, you know what I'm saying? Like Hercules, Zeus, just the Roman gods, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Gladiators, always been like attached to that, you know what I mean? African mythology. I'm just attached to just the story in it. You know what I mean? Like, I love the stories and the renditions, you know what I'm saying? Like I like I said, like I like I like the names. I like how the name sounds. Zeus, you know what I mean? Herculean, you know what I'm saying? Vulcan, Mars, you know what I'm saying? Like it just rings of power. You know what I mean? I guess that's the power in me that, you know what I mean? I attach a sector of power in my brain to like, just that type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Mythology type shit, man. So and then plus Pompeii, it was based in Rome. So, Pompeii, it's based in Rome, ancient Rome, you know what I'm saying? So, it just felt appropriate, you know what I'm saying, to name certain things. Just things that I think, people would be like, what the fuck is, Perfect Herculean sounds like something I would want to click on if it was an Action Bronson song. You know what I mean? I go, what the fuck is this? I know he's wigging. You know what I'm saying? Apollo,
Yeah.
Vulcan, and Mars, that just, it's three gods, you know what I'm saying? So, I just put it together like that, man. It's just something that I think people will find interesting, man. You know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to, I just want to like pique your interest. You know what I'm saying? I want you to tap in. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm just a nigga that's tapped in. You know what I mean? Just fuck with me for a little bit, and you know I'm nice. I chop it up real good for you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, put it real nice on the beat. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I just like rap, man. I am music. I'm music. I'm an artist, and I'm music. So it's like my human form is just getting it out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how I
Word.
really feel. That's how I really feel. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I was put here. You know what I
Man,
mean? I don't really
yeah,
have
no,
any other
please.
interests for real besides, you know what I mean? Getting to the chicken, holding family down, and getting this art out here.
Oof, man, that's beautiful, man.
Feel me?
You know, we're getting towards the end, but one thing I want to definitely ask you is just because I couldn't imagine ending this without asking you this, man. But man, please speak about like fashion and style, man, and how that kind of plays a role in your music. Because you a fresh dude, you rap about fresh shit. You talk about, you know, you got a line. I'm gonna misquote you a little bit, but you talk about how like your girl is dripping and all Tom Ford when you hitting up spots. You just say some real dope shit that I know you definitely paying attention to style and fashion as well. So I would love to just get an idea of how the fashion world influences like what you're doing as well.
Yeah. My queen was dressed extravagant. Tom Ford said she was next in fashion. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, just I like to just paint a picture, man. I've always been like I've been a fly little nigga since Oshkosh Bagosh, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just know the importance of fashion and looking good too, man. I like, you know, I just like I mean, it just comes from like listening to rappers pop shit about just fly shit. You know what I mean? You know, that's Duke Flytalker coming out when I be talking that fashion shit. You know what I'm saying? That's really when I tap into that character. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I just I'm just big on rare pieces, man. It's just like high premium streetwear. That's really like that's where I thrive at. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's hence Nice Supreme. You know what I'm saying? Like I just like to talk that fashion shit, man, because that's a big part of you know what I mean. Getting your shit
that's
off just on your lyrical shit. You know what I mean? Air Jordan. It all ties back into art. I feel like fashion is all my art too, man. You putting pieces together, man. You know what I mean? You're a walking canvas. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. You know what I'm saying? Look how it's cut. You know what I mean? You don't got this. You know what I'm saying? You know,
facts.
that's my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that shit. Even when I was, I when I coming up, I couldn't get all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to scrape and scramble just to get a pair of Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Facts.
just that want. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I want to, do this to get nice things and dress nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, it's just ill, man. So that's pretty much like how I feel about the fashion, man. You know what I mean? I just like to just talk that shit, man. I think I'm one of the best fashion talkers out there. The new niggas, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Facts, man. Yo,
you
I'm
feel
gonna
me?
like we're about to be like way over an hour, and the whole thing about it is the people. First of all, the fans of this podcast, everybody who's listening, this is I already know that this is gonna be a favorite. So I want to ask you about Duke Flytalker. I want to ask you about FLAiR Jordan. I want to ask you where all these names come from, but I don't want to do that on this interview because we both got so much we're gonna do in the 20s that I feel like
Absolutely.
we're gonna talk so much. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna leave that where it is. And I also like the way that this interview has worked, where we're both also like this is almost like a crazy ass confessional for both of us. And I like that we could keep doing this. And I don't know. I even have some ideas. Like I feel like also like mess around and like do a bunch of these conversations over like a couple years and then drop that as some like documentary like timepiece shit. We could do a bunch of fly shit. So we know what I mean we ain't gotta get into everything in this conversation, especially because our relationship is close and we have collaborations brewing on the artistic side. This is art, but we like you said, like we both collaborators, so it's all love. So with that being said, though, I want to know, man, yo, just as we wrap up this year, as we look into the future, yo, what's next for you, man? Like what should we keep our eyes peeled for?
Yo, man, it's so much going on. You know what I mean? 2020, man. The thing that I'm going to promote, man, you know what I'm saying? me, Left Lane, Godfire, collab. Yeah. We dropping an album called Dump Life. You know what I'm saying? In December. You know what I'm saying? It's me. You know what I mean? It's all the dumpers, man. We going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be on the lookout for that. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of shit in the works, man, next year. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna keep it going. You know what I mean? Lava features, you know what I mean? More elevated music, harder beats, you know what I'm saying? Beautifuler beats. It's a lot going on, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're a fan of us,
Wait,
man.
hold up. So wait, hold up. Because I love this, because you deliver classic J Nice Supreme tone. My nigga, you, Left Lane, God Fahim, collaborative album, fucking like December. Is this? It's like I just have. Cause we dropping this like tomorrow, and they gonna go crazy off this shit. This is like exclusive information. I just gotta confirm that that's what I heard.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to be dropping, you know what I'm saying? End of this year, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit coming though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we doing that, man. Dump Life, man. Y'all look out for that, man. That shit gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. That's all I could say.
Fam, all I can say is that's a great way to end this decade. Crazy way to start another decade. So thank y'all for that, man, and thank you for this interview, bro. I appreciate your time. We was trying to do like half an hour. We got like an hour 15 over that, man. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate this convo, fam.
Nah, you already know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fel Z. Shout out to my nigga Mark Digital. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep this shit pushing, man. You know what I'm saying? Counterculture, samurai shit. You know what I mean? Holla at me, Mark. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some done. You know what I mean?
No, we about to make mad content, man. Like, yo, the whole thing is once this the fans gonna be on my ass, bro. Like you see, like you hopped in the Discord, like we got a whole army of niggas who be on my ass, like, yo, Mark, make this shit, drop this shit. So we got a whole like situation where like these niggas don't let me sleep. So now that we did this whole shit, these niggas gonna be way on my ass. They gonna be like, wait, Mark got visuals that he ain't dropped off this nigga's music. Like, what the fuck? Like, they gonna be tight. So, but that's the fire under my ass that I need. So this it's all beautiful, man. And like you said, bro, like only thing I really care about is making this art and eating and like just being a real nigga. So this is what we
that's
do,
it.
man.
Yeah, that's it for real, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to the fans, man. For real, man. I mean, I appreciate y'all, man. Reach out, man. You know what I'm saying? Follow me, Graham, man. Nice_Supreme. All of y'all follow me, man. Hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
And then, yeah, Instagram, and tell them where they can
Bud.
follow. Yes, send Bud. And tell them where they can follow you. Where can they follow you on Twitter?
Nice Supreme 88, man. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on there too, man. You know what I'm saying? I be on there tweeting funny shit sometimes. You know what I mean? Connect with me. You know what I mean?
Nah, they love that shit. So that's Nice Supreme 88 on Twitter, and then that's Nice_Supreme on Instagram, right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, yo. Thank you again, man. Yo, listen, this is the Digital Liberation Live. We out of here. Shouts out to Jay Nice. Shouts out to Nice Supreme. Shouts out to everything that this nigga got going on, son. And we appreciate you. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
You're listening to the Mark Digital Live podcast produced by Felzine. Follow us everywhere at FELTZINE and follow me, Mark Digital, at MarkDigitalHD as in high definition. If you're a fan of the podcast and want to join the conversation or listen live, you can do that by hopping on our Discord channel. That link can be found in the description of this and every podcast we produce, along with the links to all of our other social media channels. So check that out and leave us a review wherever you're listening. Brrr.